my name is Sarah Allison. I am part of your Comms 201 class with Professor Alex Mata. I'm very excited to be here, so without further ado, let's get started. I really want to start off by saying that according to the National Center for Education and Statistics, between the year 2015 and 2016, there are roughly around 93,000 students receiving a degree of some sort within communication and or journalism. I think this is a very important statistic to highlight because the fact that I am a communications major, you can tell it's a very popular major within the US. Not only is it a popular major, but it's a very broad major. And that's one reason why I chose communications as my major, because it is very broad and I'm not necessarily 100% sure what I want to do with my career. So giving me the opportunity to explore around, try different careers, communication does a very good job at being able to allow you to do that. So another reason why I chose it is because I love talking to people. I love communicating. I love engaging and connecting with others. And I love learning about cultures and all sorts of things and traveling. So those things are really important in a communications major. So I thought might as well learn about it. And also I think it's important no matter what you do to have good communication skills. So talking about career choices, as I stated before, that I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with my future career, but I have two career choices in mind that I would like to do at some point in my life. One in which is become a flight attendant. I think that would be super fun to be able to travel around and be able to interact with others while getting paid to do so. Another thing that I would love to do, something that's always been in my heart, is motivational speaking. I love being able to engage with others, to speak to others, and be able to just share my viewpoints. I am very positive person. I am very enlightening, I like to think. So being able to explore those and be able to teach those to others is important to me. And speaking about public speaking, for communication skills, I would have to say that public speaking is one that I'm pretty good at. I grew up doing theater, so it comes very naturally to me. I love being engaged with others. I think of public speaking as, having a conversation, but instead of having a conversation one-on-one, you're having a conversation with you and the audience. And that's one reason why I would love to be a public speaker. So within this semester, I would really like to be a better public speaker. For myself, communicating with others, it's really important to be able to have a level of understanding. So being an effective communicator without having little to no misunderstanding is really what I'm hoping to grasp out of this semester. So talking about how I want to be a public speaker, a motivational speaker, I found this TED Talk called How to Speak So That Others Want to Listen by Julian Treasure. And according to TEDTalk.com, Julian Treasure is a chair of a sound agency that really focuses on students and people within the work world, within airports, offices, businesses, retailers, anybody that's working with people. They're really focused on creating a space that allows better listening skills, better communication skills, and he's written many books about it. He's done TED Talks on it. He's a very informative person, and I think that if you are interested in watching it, I will leave the link down below in the description, and I encourage it very much. But to get into what he really was talking about, there were three things that he really started talking about. The first in which he talked about how our voice is an instrument, and as all of us as communicators and all of us use our voice as an instrument. And I think that was really unique in the way he perceived our voices. And there were two other things that he discussed. I'm not going to go fully in depth in them because, again, I do encourage you all to watch the video. It's very fascinating. One in which that he started off with is talking about the 7 deadly sins of speaking. These are things like gossiping, judging, negativity, complaining. Those are just 4 of the 7 aspects that he talked about, but those are things that as speakers, as communicators, we really need to try not to do within our communication ability, because when we discuss negativity, when we discuss gossiping or judging, nobody wants to be around those kind of people. Nobody wants to, feel like they're being gossiped about or being judged about. And when you perceive that within a conversation, people are going to think negatively about you. And so it's important for us to, stay away from these things. Then he highlights 4 aspects, positive aspects as communicators that we should try to adapt within our communication style. And he abbreviates it into HAIL. It stands for honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. And I love every single aspect of this. Honesty, we have to be honest with ourselves in order to be honest with our audience. Authenticity, we are one in how many people that live on this earth. So be ourselves. And then integrity, we need to be our word. We can't be hypocritical people. No one's going to want to listen to hypocrites. And integrity, as I stated before, I think it's just really important that we have integrity in anything we do. And the last thing that I really want to emphasize is love. I think that love is super important to, within a career choice, within the way we live our lives. We need to love others. We need to wish them well in order for it to come back to us, good karma, bad karma. I chose this because, as someone who wants to be a motivational speaker, it's very important to have these aspects within speaking so that I can be an effective communicator. And this way I can actually, people want to listen to me if I have these qualities, if I have honesty, if I have love, if I have compassion. Everybody wants to be embraced, feel loved, and especially within a motivational speaking aspect, that's something that's really important, to be able to love others, to be able to be compassionate, have that kind of, honesty towards my audience in order for them to understand what I am trying to say. And what I took away from this is the fact that what I said earlier with authenticity is that we are only one in thousands and millions and trillions. I don't know how many people live on earth, but how many people live on earth? We're one in all of them, and every single one of us are completely different than the other. So it's really important that we be ourselves in whatever we do within our lives. And I really want to end on the fact that we need to be confident. We need to realize that the world around us is not about us, and we need to understand that to be positive, we need to look at the world in a different viewpoint and look at others in a different viewpoint in order to have the effect on others. So I hope you all enjoyed my speech and have a wonderful day. Bye.